Hi, Coach Ashley here, and I just wanted to take a minute and give a little bit of my brief background and why I'm doing the program I'm doing, because Beachbody really has impacted my life, and I'm sure it's impacting others around me as well. And I guess it started whenever you make your New Year's resolutions. January of 2012, I said, I'm going to lose 50 pounds by our vacation coming up in August. Well, we all know what happens to your gym commitments. Sometimes they're weak. Maybe you do have a really good week, and sometimes they turn into 2 days. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, I just let another month go by. Well, all of a sudden it's April, and probably only about 6 pounds went away. So now we're still stuck in the same body. What's next? You're thinking, oh, 50 pounds by August. So if I lose 5 here, 10 here, 5 here, it'll add up. It doesn't add up once April gets here. So the next on my list is, I've heard a lot of people talking about Chalene Extreme. Said, oh wow, that sounds really good. Free weights, I can do that. So I get the program, and I do really good for the first month. It is challenging, and it's more of a mind game. Really the first step is pushing play, because once you push play, you're not going to push stop until you finish. So I got Chalene Extreme. The whole 90 days goes by, and I'm like, what's next? I don't even want to show my before and after picture, because there's not really an after picture. So now we're kind of in July here, and that's getting really close to my vacation. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm just not sure where everything's going to be. There's life circumstances that get in the way. There's friends. There's work, full-time job, with a lot of overtime. Everybody has the same time. What do you do with your time? So I was like, okay, what do I need to do to sit down here and reprioritize all of my goals? I said, I still want to drop this 30 pounds on me. I still want to change my body and get to a place where I can say I'm going to maintain where I'm at. You can't really maintain anything until you get to where you want to be, even though I'm maintaining 215 really well. So now it's to the point. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. You're going to lose a whole nother year if you don't sit there and make up another decision. So I said, okay, well, maybe I need to get personal training. I said, even if I just get a month of personal training, it's still going to be a lot of money, and money that you might not get back, because it's just going to be that month. You're not going to go home with your personal trainer the month after that. So I finally sat down and spoke with some close people in my life, and I said, this is my dilemma here. What's next? I want this weight gone. I want my life changed. I want to inspire others. I want to be the encourager to other people around me. So I said, I'm going to sign up and be a Beachbody coach. Yay! I'm already really good at being positive and encouraging others. Now I need to tell that to myself and get on with it. So I signed up for TurboFire. And, some workouts are challenging. They do take your breath away. But when you get done with the workout and you finish that, you look back and you're sweating and you're like, I didn't push stop. That's amazing. So I'm finishing up a month here, and I can't wait to see what the other 2 months can bring and what happens after that, because there's such a mind game when you go through all these struggles and you don't change like you thought you would change. You finally get to the point where you're like, what do you need to do? What do you need to stop doing? Do you need to hang out with someone different? Do you need to stop hanging out with somebody else? You find out all these little things in life add up, and the negativity around you, that affects your workouts, and it affects your eating habits. If you maintain a joyful atmosphere and the encouragement, and that's what gets you through the workouts. That's what causes you to not want to eat bad, because you're doing so good. You feel great. You feel the energy. So I'm just looking forward to what the rest of the program offers and where coaching can take me on my next step. So thank you for listening. Again, Coach Ashley. Thanks.